EST 2016. This is interviews, music reviews, opinions, and more. This is The Hodder Show.
What is up, everybody? We're Rolling Audio here today on episode 252 of The Hodder Show. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Thanks so very much for tuning in and clicking that play button on today's episode of the podcast. I have an absolutely brutal episode of the show for you here today, and I mean that in the best possible way, as we are doing a showcase for a little band called Harmonic Dissection. Now, if you guys are longtime listeners of the show, you're familiar with Harmonic Dissection because I actually had 3 of the members on the show a little while ago for what was, without a shadow of a doubt, and I say this with all the love in the world, the most unprofessional interview I've ever done because it was, I was a couple beers deep when we started, and I had 3 of them on the other line on the phone, and they were all had already been drinking as well. And by the time we actually started recording, we were just, we were pretty in the tank, I think. So it was a lot of fun, and we still learned a lot about the guys and everything, but it was definitely one of the funnest experiences I've ever had doing an interview, and it was really, really fun, but definitely wasn't a traditional interview that I do here on the show. But what we're doing here today is taking a look at their demo, This Is Our Design, which was actually released around this time last year, July 1st. It's had a little bit of a resurgence on social media here. So I figured, you know what? While the guys are working on some stuff, let's take a look at this badass demo. It is, if you're a fan of death metal, kind of deathcore, traditional metal, you are going to absolutely dig this demo. I promise. You're going to love it. We have 7 tracks of just, basically we hit on everything. And I really like that. Every style of kind of like heavier metal and death metal, you kind of hit on it on this, groove metal and things of that nature. You're going to hear me say a lot of things like that while I'm talking about my favorite tracks, because that's what we do here on the show. What we're going to do on these showcases, I'm going to talk a little bit about the band, where you can find them on social media and everything. We're going to play every single track off the demo. I'm going to pick my favorite 3 tracks, talk about what I like about them. But before we do, of course, I hope that you guys are doing well and that you're enjoying this this wonderful weather we've been having the last couple of days, at least here in Ontario, Canada. It's been hot. God, it's been hot. And I am, your boy isn't really a huge fan of the heat. As I'm recording this episode, I'm pretty boiling, I'm not going to lie, but it's nice when you've had some cold when you were expecting it to be hot to get some heat. But after a couple days of it now, I'm like, okay, it's time for some air conditioning. But I hope you guys are able to get outside and soak in some sun and get some vitamin D in your life. We definitely need it after the last couple months that we've had. So get out there, enjoy. If you have a pool, jump in. If you're, close, if you got a sprinkler, turn it on and run through it. If you got a slip and slide, do a little slip and slidey while blasting Harmonic Dissection. I think that would be freaking hilarious. So you should definitely do that. I need someone to record that if they do it, though, by the way. If you have a slip and slide, I'm putting this out there right now, folks. If you have a slip and slide and you're listening to this podcast, send me a video of you doing your slip and slide to any song off this demo, and you'll make my entire week by doing that, because I think that would be hilarious, and if I could do it myself, I would. But we're going to get ready here to jump into the showcase of This Is Our Design. But before we do, of course, I want to take a quick second to talk about something that is very important to me, and that's my beard. Now, those of you who know me know how much I love my beard. It's really a part of me and a part of who I am. And that might seem a little sentimental for something that grows on your face, but guess what? It helps me with confidence, and it's something that I truly feel more like myself when I have it. Anytime I've shaved it off in the past, I'm like, who are you? You are a stranger. But it's also very important, my friends and my bearded brethren out there, to take care of your beard. And you might ask yourself, well, hey, I use Head and Shoulders on my beard. It's fine. I use shampoo on my beard. Stop, please. Let me tell you, if you have any kind of beard itch or beard dandruff, or you've got any kind of irritation at all, your beard's super, it's not soft, it's really dry, Go on meanbeardco.com today and pick yourself up the meanest beard care products in the entire world. Me personally, I'm a humongous fan of the Mean Beard oils. There's a few different scents on there. I'm personally am a humongous fan of the Gunsmoke. It is a fantastic scent, but all of them are great. I'm also very partial to the Rockstar and the King's Throne. But with the oils, what separates the Mean Beard oil from other oils you may say get at the store for, $5? What separates them is the actual oil that is used. The number one difference is the fact that Mean Beard oils use high quality carrier oils instead of argan oils and other artificial oils and perfumes and things like that. You're not going to find anything like that in Mean Beard products. It's all natural carrier oils and essential oils to get the scents and all of the goodness going into your beard, but as well as the skin underneath your beard, which is so very important. And also, due to the ingredients that Mean Beard uses in their oil, it does not have any kind of allergic reaction. At least I sure as hell haven't. I haven't heard anybody who has. So let me tell you, as someone who used to get different allergic reactions all the time with different beard products, my skin's very sensitive. The second I used Mean Beard, after a couple weeks, I was like, I don't have a rash. This is awesome. So I'm a humongous fan of the oils, but also the Mean Whip, which is a unique product that helps nourish your beard, but also helps give you a little bit of hold. In my personal life, I use the oil and I use the balm, and I highly, highly recommend that combination along with a Mean Beard comb. You'll be sitting pretty and looking mean as hell as you go on about your day. And also, of course, if you need a little bit of extra hold, if you got a nice long beard and you maybe got some hair straggling all over the place and the whip just isn't doing it for you, check out the balms, because what the balms do is they have some beeswax in there. And what that's going to do is actually help give you, it's kind of like, think of it like almost like a kind of like a hair gel, but like without the hair gel texture. That's the best way I can explain it. That's maybe a really horrible way to explain it, but it doesn't feel like hair gel. It feels like a really nice, soft, almost cream. And you put it on and it will help keep those hairs in place. And if you have a big mustache you like styling, that's the key. That's what you need, ladies and gentlemen. So go on right now, meanbeardco.com. Check out the best beard care products on the market. I do truly believe that, and I have since day one. If you go on there, be sure to use my code MB15TJH. Again, that is MB15TJH, all uppercase. And you'll save yourself 15% off of your order. And also, if you spend more than $60, you'll get free shipping. So go on meanbeardco.com right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do not mess around. If you have a beard you need to get taken care of, or if you have somebody in your life who needs some help with their beard, don't mess around. And as always, you can, of course, hit them up on social media. mean_beard or meanest beard on Facebook. The mean_beard is the Instagram if you have any questions, or feel free to hit your boy up as well. I love talking Mean Beard and talking beard care. It's something I'm very passionate about. And always remember, folks, it's not just the beard, it's the attitude. Now let's get into the showcase. Harmonic Dissections, this is our design. So for those of you who do not know, Harmonic Dissection are a death metal band who have been birthed out of the deepest circle of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And you can find them on Facebook and Instagram under Harmonic Dissection. You can also contact them at Gmail at harmonicdissection@gmail.com. And you can also, of course, find them on Bandcamp, harmonicdissection.bandcamp.com. And of course, if you go on the Spotify, you can find this demo on there. If you hear it here today and love it so much, you want to check it out more. And then, of course, also you can find their latest single on there, Antithesis, which is a badass track. If you want to learn a little bit more about the guys, be sure to go check out that interview I did with them, even though I joked earlier in the intro about the fact that we were pretty drunk during the recording of that. Especially me. I was pretty out of it because I was a few beers in, but there was 3 of them and 1 of me, and it was just a lot of fun. Be sure to go check that out, and definitely I will be having probably one of the guys this time, just because it's always fun for me to have a one-on-one chat with somebody once they kind of get whatever they're working on out. And I'm very, very excited about that. They're good dudes who make badass music. And of course, This Is Our Design is absolutely no exception. And for those of you who are going to keep track at home, again, we have 7 tracks here. Starting off with the first track that you're going to hear, and then we kind of go down from there. We have Domination Ritual, Vicious Beatdown, The Deepest Circle of Hell, The Shrieking Lamb, This is my design. Synthetics. I keep butchering this. This is like my 4th time I've tried to do this, and I'm just over it. So I'm gonna just try and pronounce this word the way I think it's pronounced. I couldn't find the pronunciation anywhere, guys, so I apologize. And I'm doing this really late at night, so I didn't want to message you. I believe it is synthetics. Synthetics. I believe. I'm sorry, okay? I've literally done this like 4 or 5 times, and I keep fucking up the name of it. It's spelled Synthetics. Some of you might hear that and be like, oh, it's pronounced this way. And I'm like, cool, good for you. And of course, the last track, which has what might be one of my favorite new song title names, Stapled to the Ceiling. That is badass, okay? Vicious Beatdown is pretty badass too, but Stapled to the Ceiling, mwah, it gets an A+ from your boy as far as a song title on a death metal demo record name. Absolutely badass. So we're going to play all 7 songs. Then I'm going to talk about how much I love Jay Bridges Digital Arts. Then I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite songs off the demo and kind of give my overall synopsis for it. So I hope that you guys are ready. You got some great headphones on. I highly recommend listening to this either on headphones or in maybe a great stereo system, or in maybe if you got a great stereo system in your car, maybe do that. Don't listen to this on your phone speaker. You will not get the full sonic glory that is Harmonic Dissection. So I implore you, go throw on some headphones or plug this into a very good speaker system and enjoy. Crank it up. This is our design. Yeah, you. Listen to The Harder Show right now. Are you in a band? Maybe you're a business owner of some kind, a performer, maybe a pro wrestler, an event promoter, an athlete, or maybe you're just an everyday person who needs some photo editing done. You need a great graphic design guy, and have I ever got the hookup for you? My man and close personal friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. Whether you need logos, t-shirts, stickers, tickets, business cards, banners, menu, brochures, flyers, posters, Facebook banner videos, door hangers, photo editing and restoration, print ads, lyric video editing, signs, notepads, window clings, letterhead, bookmarks, programs, magnets, greeting cards, calendars, rack cards, invitations, envelopes, pens. Jason will work with you to develop a style that is unique to you and that tells everybody just how special your business, event, or you personally are, and you will stand out from the crowd. On top of the fact that he does offer free delivery between Coburg, Ontario and Kingston, Ontario, message him today right now for a free quote. That's right, a free quote. Tell him about your idea. You got something outside the box, he will make it happen with great rates and service. You cannot go wrong. I've used Jason literally for everything over the past 3.5 years, and I cannot say enough good things about the man himself and his work. So contact him today on the web at jaybirddigitalarts.com or on social media under Jaybird Digital Arts. That's Jaybird digitalarts.com. You can also email him at jaybird.digital.arts@gmail.com. And always keep in mind that his business is successful when your business looks good. And now let's get back to the show. All right, gang, I hope you enjoyed that demo as much as I did, okay? Because that is just 7 badass freaking tracks, and I'm sure that you agree. Now, simply put, This Is Our Design by Harmonic Dissection is just that. Pure, unapologetic, aggressive, cutthroat, harmonic dissection. That's right. I use their band name in the description because they are literally dissecting harmony. That's a really stupid analogy, but the demo is definitely not stupid. A brutal record from top to bottom with some absolutely cutthroat riffage, heavy grooves, blistering leads, and some of the best heavy vocals in the game going today, folks. This demo is a killer offering from these guys. And to me, also, quick note, production-wise, I don't really think it's a demo. I mean, it sounds pretty freaking good to me. But just absolutely badass fucking record. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But I know what you're thinking. You're really curious. Say, TJ, I've listened to all these badass songs. I have my favorites. But what are your favorites and why? Well, as I do here on these album showcases, I have 3 of my favorite tracks. Now, this was very difficult because there are 5 songs. I like all the songs, but there are 5 songs especially that just kicked my teeth down my throat in all different ways. So what I did was I basically just sat down and listened to each song 6 times over, and I got my 3. Now, for those of you who know me, you're not going to be surprised, I don't think, by any of my 3 picks. But we'll see. Maybe, hopefully we have some of the same picks, because that would be funny. Be sure to, of course, let me know if we have the same picks and why you like the tracks, or let me know your favorite tracks, because that is what this is all about, is me introducing you guys to music maybe you haven't heard before. So if you hear it and you like it, you let me know, because I know that I have done my job. Now, as far as my 3 favorite tracks, the first track, which might not be a surprise again for some people who know me, is Domination Ritual. Now, I am a sucker for a killer album opener. For me, the first track that the listener hears sets the mood for the entire experience. If you come at me with some weak shit right away, I'm out. I'm not going to sit and listen to your record. This is how I am. I'm someone who can appreciate, the full offering that you have. I'm not someone who sits and listens to 1 or 2 songs and goes, oh, great record. I'm going to sit down and listen to this thing from top to bottom. So if you come at me with some weak shit right away, I'm not going to listen to it. I don't care if there's one track on there I know is really good. If all the other tracks suck, you know what I'm saying? You can't have one killer track and then a bunch of filler. But luckily for us, there's no filler on this freaking demo. And Domination Ritual is an absolutely badass way to start. For me, especially with metal, I need a song that comes out of the gate swinging. And man, Domination Ritual absolutely goes for the jugular without hesitation. That slow build starting off, I knew something was coming. And I dig that too. Going from kind of that slow build, the kind of cleaner guitar parts, which are really badass, sets the mood, really kind of dark. Into that riff, brutal. I love it. The vocal lines throughout the track are badass. The leads, freaking phenomenal. All while the bass and drums are providing some wicked covering fire. It is an absolutely hell of a track, and without a doubt, easily makes my top 3. It is just the perfect way to start off an album, or a demo in this case. And, man, let me tell you, definitely was very hard to follow up with that song. What are you going to do after you have a song that comes out of the gates that strong? Well, you're going to beat the listener down viciously. Was there any doubt that Vicious Beatdown was going to be my second track? I mean, come on. The guitar work in this song is stellar. And the vibe of this track overall to me is very straight up kind of groove metal-y. There was a couple times where I was just really bopping. Really getting into the groove of it. Very straight to the point track. Takes absolutely no prisoners. And I really like the vocals on this track. Kyle, who is the vocalist, he really laid down some really unique kind of, like, yeah, they're death metal vocals. There's no straying away from that. For them, that's their style and that's his style. But it's very, there's some groove there. There's some movement there. It's not just him screaming at me blatantly for no reason. There's some thought put into it. And I really liked what he did with Vicious Beatdown. I really enjoyed it. A bit of a unique track on the demo too to me. It kind of stands out from all the other songs just because it's very, like, again, very groovy. It's very groove, like, it's almost like groove death metal, kind of like, dare I say, like, almost like Lamb of Gotti. You know, I kind of got that bit of a vibe in there where it's like, you know, I could easily circle pit to this shit and, like, just have a blast. Actually, in all reality, I was pitting in the living room with my cats. Okay, this shit is hard. Do not be near me when this track comes on, because I will mosh pit with you. Straight up. It is just a badass track. But we come to what was the hardest decision for me. Because as I said earlier, stapled to the ceiling, love that track. But then I thought to myself, do I like it as much as the song that's my third pick? Or is it just because of the name of it that I think it's better? And that was when I realized, I think the name has maybe a little something to do with as far as why I liked it better than my third pick. But then I listened back to it and have decided that my third pick, it's definitely my favorite song on the track. It is This Is My Design. Without a doubt, no competition. This is my favorite track. And let me tell you, man. By the way, did you see what I did there? No competition. This is my favorite track. Haha. I'm sorry. Real talk, though. This Is My Design has such a unique structure and riff. As someone who is, you know, dabbles in guitar, the timing of the riff just, it kind of fucked me up. I'm sitting there playing a bit of air guitar to some of the songs, and this song kicks on, and I'm like, how is he doing that tail? I don't know how he does it. I don't know how you guys do it. Boys, hit me up, let me know. I'm really curious. Because that is a tasty, tasty riff. I absolutely love it. But the song's also just very uniquely structured with everything else on the demo. Like it again, kind of like with Vicious Beatdown, it really stands on its own as like a very, to me, if someone said, you know, give me one song to describe Harmonic Dissection, I would pick This Is My Design over anything else. More heavy grooves and have some moments of just absolute blast beats, you know, and that breakdown, forget about it. Are you kidding me? Such a badass track, and being that they named the demo after it, it lives up to all the hype. I'm someone who, again, if you're going to name your album or your EP after a song, that song better fucking slap, son. And let me tell you, this is my design. To me, the best song on the demo, and it absolutely kicks so much ass. And boys, you did a fantastic job on this demo. I cannot say enough about how much I love this demo, but be sure to let me know, you guys listening right now, what your favorite track was. Hit me up on the social media, as well as hit the guys up Harmonic Dissection again. Let them know what you thought of the demo and how excited you are for the new offering that they're going to be coming out with soon-ish, hopefully. We'll see. Obviously, what's going on in the world right now has kind of probably put a little bit of a slow things down a little bit for the guys. But rest assured, once they come out with something new, you guys will be the first to hear about it from me. And we'll maybe have to get the guys on or get Kyle on to have a little chat skin. This time I won't be drunk, I promise. But again, be sure to follow Harmonic Dissection. They have the Bandcamp, they have Instagram, and they have Facebook, as well as hit them up anytime. If you have any questions for them or anything, harmonicdissection@gmail.com. And thank you guys so very much for tuning into this episode. I had a lot of fun doing this. It had been a little bit since I had done a showcase, so I wanted to do one here today. Even though I love doing interviews and those kind of my bread and butter, these showcase episodes are just really, really fun for me. Just get down and play some music for you guys. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button or leave a follow. It really means the world to me. And do me a favor, really easy favor. If you're listening to this show on a platform that allows rating, leave your boy a rating. Let me know what you think of the show. If I suck, leave me a 1-star rating. If you think I'm doing okay, leave me a 3. If you think I'm the fucking bee's knees, leave me a 5. I mean, obviously, leaving a 5, I appreciate that because it helps your boy out. But either way, just let me know. And also, another little quick favor for you, boy. Let me know where you're listening to the show on. I'm always curious as to how you guys consume this podcast, whether you listen on, like, you know, the Apple Podcasts app or Spotify or YouTube or however, iHeartRadio, whatever the way is. Let me know because I'm always curious. And I know right now Apple Podcasts is kind of my most dominant force as far as listening to the show, but I'm just very curious. And of course, be sure to hit me up on social media anytime, all platforms under The Harder Show, as well as thehardershow@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to check out my webpage on Podbeard Network, be sure to go ahead and check out thehardershow.podbeardnetwork. Oh, excuse me, I'm totally fucking up my own URL here. It is podbeardnetwork.wixsite.com/thehardershow. Again, podbeardnetwork.wixsite.com/thehardershow. Hit me up there. You'll find all the latest episodes of the show. If you're listening on a device maybe you don't like to use apps on, you can go ahead and check me out on there, or as well as on the YouTube. And I just really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so very much again. And I hope that you guys had a fantastic rest of your week, because I am getting out of here. I'll catch you next time on The Harder Show. Take it easy, guys.